Go? Oh, go. Oh, now it's random. Okay, so in a few minutes I'm going to do the PowerPoint. We're not quite there yet. So I'm Kristen. I have I've heard a couple people say 0 to hero. Gone from barely having a pampered chef business after about 12 years to increasing my team, my organization and stuff in 23 months. Went from consultant, I was an advanced director, went all the way back down to consultant. And so I have gone from consultant to senior director in 23 months. Great. And we are executive bound, hopefully by the end of the, not hopefully, I'm sorry guys, we don't use that word, do we? I believe we will be executive by the end of the year, so. So September 1st of 2016, I incorporated the virtual parties. Had never heard of them, got to introduce to them, added that little gravy to my cooking shows. That's your pocket change. So I encourage you, cooking shows, catalog shows, virtual parties, do them all. So when we have new consultants begin, it doesn't matter if they're cooking show, catalog show, or they want to do virtual. They're going to start a virtual show within 4 days of signing. Right? Are y'all like, what? So here's why. In 23 months, we have added over 130 new consultants. We have developed 6 directors. We have had over 900,000 in organization sales. So add the virtual parties to every new consultant. That's all I can say. If you haven't, take these tips and make it run for your own. So, slide number 2. All right. So what I did is I just give some tips on here. I'm going to pretty much read this one. And then I'm going to show you how we duplicate this from new consultant to new consultant. So when there's a new consultant who joins our team, I always send them a message right away, whether they're my personal or whether they're in my downline organization. I send them a personal text or IM and just simply say, hey, welcome to the team. Welcome to Pampered Chef. I'm so excited for your new journey. Now I'm going to start simple, I'm sorry. And then I say, and we're going to get you started in the first 4 days of your business. Whether you're going to do a cooking show, we're going to get those dated. Whether you want to do catalog shows, we're also going to incorporate the virtual party. This is the new part of our business, and I want you to be able to taste it too. So here is my guinea pig post, and you're going to see that in just a minute. I want you to send this to 15 to 20 people, because we're going to start your shows. And I give them the date, and it's usually 4 days later. Even if they want to be the cooking consultant catalog show, I really encourage them to incorporate this. And so far, I haven't had any consultants ever tell me no. Like, we just do it. So, getting them started in all avenues is best. Goal is to book 2 to 3 virtual parties, again, to start within 4 days. Then they can pick a date if they want to do more virtual parties, cooking shows, etc. later. Once they book their first shows, then we have a new consultant group page. Because again, we've grown by 130. I can't possibly be on the phone with every single person, training them every single time. So we have PC University, we have virtual party group pages, things like that. But we personally have a new consultants group page, and this is what I would encourage you to do with your organization. As they begin to set up their shows, they always add in their recruiter and their director. That way we give them a set of eyes. So if you haven't done virtual parties, I ask that you find somebody who has and ask them to be in your show. Let them give you advice. Hey, this is what I encourage you. This is what I'm seeing. Hey, that person who is liked everything, commented, they're going to be your next booking or your next recruit. So that is why we go into our new consultant pages, so that we give them the eyes and the feedback to be able to help them grow. So we then on our group page, and I'm going to show you all these pictures in just a second, teach them how to set up the show on Consultant's Corner, then in the group page, and then we do use send share. So we do group pages, we do send share. It's how I was trained 2 years ago, that's how I continue. Do events, Do you post my party? Do whatever you use? Absolutely, 100%. So slide number 2. Patty.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so this is our basic guinea pig post. And again, if you haven't tapped into virtual parties, this is your chance. Take it and go for it. They're going to have this loaded onto PC team training, so you guys can see these as well. So this is just a basic, and I send this picture and I send this wording. Woohoo, Kristen! I'm so excited to get you started on your journey. Goal is to have 2 to 4 shows by August 1st. Yes, you will be able to run that many because they're going to freak out. What? You do more than 1 at a time? Yes, you do. You don't get a choice. Because I want them to earn really, really quickly. If you could earn your kit money back within the first week of starting, why would you, right? So that's why we do this so quickly. So here is the guinea pig post. You can change the wording to fit more of you individually. This is not a Facebook wall post. This is individual. So you need to make sure you put not. This is not something you're going to put on your Facebook wall. You could probably use this for cooking shows too. I never really thought about that, but go for it. So, hi so-and-so, I'm beginning a new journey and asking you to be my guinea pig. You don't have to do much, but now you're freaking out, right? I changed that. I'm asking you to do a virtual show with the Pampered Chef. They are super fun with games, tips, tricks, recipes, and tools. You will be able to add guests to the group page, sit back, play the games, make comments, and enjoy the week with your friends. Watch the magic unfold. Are you willing to help me out while I completely spoil you with free products? Okay, so that's our basic guinea pig post. Or not, I say post, it's really not, it's an individual text message item. And it works. So here, next slide, sorry. I'm supposed to give me a signal.
I know. Where's the signal?
So here's how it starts. On our group page, we have this. This is just the basics, step-by-step of how to set up a show on Consultant's Corner. This works for cooking shows too, so it doesn't have to be just for virtual. So this is a great way, again, to quickly. And you can see, we just screenshotted them from our phone, circled them, boom, done. I don't have to spend 5 minutes on the phone while I wait for them to do that. So it gives them step-by-step, talks about the URL that they need for the show link, things like that. So, next one. Then the next one, now again, these are all in our group Facebook page, so I tag them. So as we have new consultants, I'll say, okay, I'm going to tag you in our first 5 posts, and this is what you're going to follow to get you started. So when I have this phone call with you in 2 days, your show will already be set up. Then in 2 days, I'm going to give you the post for your first week, and we're going to kick off your show. So the second one is just how to set up a group page. Okay? And I even put the new picture, because y'all know, how many do virtual parties? Did y'all know you have to add in the app now, third party, if you didn't hear that? Woo! Get that in there, or else you'll have a broken heart. Like, so that's in there now, because you have to have that in all of your pages.
Kristen, take a minute and explain what
Okay, so if you are doing virtual parties, and so Facebook has changed things again, for the good, for the better, it really is. But if you have a third party posting, Post My Party, Send Share, the other one's a V, Bizly, you have to actually go into the More button, go down to the apps, and you have to now click whichever your third party is to post. You have to actually add it in there to be able to post in your Facebook group pages and things like that.
As of August 1st.
So as of August 1st, so today.
So if you have virtual parties going and you haven't done this,
yes,
they're not going to be posted.
So if you have virtual parties going, which I had 12 start today, right? And my 3 kids went to school today for the first day. I have a senior, a freshman, and a 6th grader. Today was a little emotional. Anyways, you have to have those in there. So if you have virtual parties going right now, if you have not done this, you need to do this right now. Well, not now, but today. Because your third party app is not posting in your shows. So if you have team pages, group pages, virtual parties going, VIP pages, business pages. Okay? Did that help?
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I gave it 10. Okay. All right, so next slide. So post number 3 that I tag them in, filling in their group pages. This is pretty much just showing them how to put a banner picture in. This is the one we kind of use for the summer. For new consultants, again, they can post whatever banner they want once they get started on their own. So this just shows them how to put the banner picture in. Next one. Number 4, this is a description. This is super important for virtual parties, that you put a description in explaining what this is, when the timeline is, what the party link is, and then you as the consultant's personal information. So this is the 4th post that we give our new consultants to do in the group page. Okay, next one. All right, and then the last one that I tag them in is post 5, and this is Sid Share. So again, if you do post my party, or the other one, I can never say it right. Busily. Then this is where you would post this, okay? Just tells them how to get it started, and then on my phone call is when I actually give them all of the first week post to get them started. So here is why we do this. When they get started, we have an average, well, I don't know how to say average, but most of our new consultants are qualifying with $1,250 or more in 2 weeks. Woo! 2 weeks.
That's awesome.
I would tell you that probably 50% of them are doing $2,500 in their first 30 days.
Wow.
And many of them are consistently doing $3,000 to $5,000 in sales a month in their 90 days. Just by adding the virtual parties in right away.
Okay.
Who wants teams like that? Right? So because of that, we've now promoted fast track directors, 6 directors in 23 months. We have a few more that are coming along. And the organization sales have skyrocketed. We're going for $1 million this year, right guys? All right. So, next slide. General guidelines. This is on our group page. This is just, we do 7-day parties, if you do 5-day parties, if you do live parties, if you do 10-day parties, whatever you're doing with your organization, this is what you're going to post. And this just generally tells them, this is the times you're going to post, this is why you're going to post, and this is how you're going to post. So for us, we do 7 days. The first 3 days is all about products, and all about recipes, and all about tips and tricks. Then on day 4 and day 5 is about bookings, because now we have created their wish list like this. And that's when you start getting the message, everything you add I want. Yeah, that's right. So you're gonna book a show, because then I can help you get it. And then it starts the recruiting concept, the talking. All right, so then on day 6 and 7, then we talk about recruiting. So that's just generally what we have. It's pinned post to our top of our group page for new consultants. Next one, please. So, new consultant training, right? Sometimes it's hard to remember to tell every one of them, and we've added over 130 in the last couple of years, so that's a lot of training, right? So I can't remember everything, and I try to follow PC University, the new consultant training, but this is just things that we automatically have on our page, and I just tag them, okay? So why would we want them to know about fast tracking, right? Earning that extra $500, being able to promote to director and all the benefits, so that they get tagged in, okay? The next one is payday. They all want to know when they're going to get their money, right? So that just generally tells them, like, you've got to set up your direct deposits, your payment accounts, etc. The next one is host coaching tips. We have a couple different post about that. I just gave a general, general picture of it. Host coaching tips, you know, adding in people, blah, 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 blah. Then there's the thank you post for orders, thank you post for bookings. So this is just some general things that you tag to help them get their business started.
No, I think that's multiple posts.
All right. instant congratulations or instant gratification. This is super key for new consultants, like super key. I text every new consultant daily. You don't have to, but they want to know that they're doing the right stuff. So, send a quick walkthrough. Like before I get out of bed in the morning, I do my devotions, and I probably send out 50 text messages for my team. New consultants, directors of all levels. Congratulating them, Wahoo, I see this, you did a show, I see the order, blah, 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 blah. They want to know. So, send a quick Wahoo for bookings, or oh my goodness, look at you. Or great show. Or you are only $8 away from the next level. Like, they don't know this stuff. You just do it. So when new consultants get recognized, they stay longer, they feel important, they learn faster. And guys, I'm having in their first 90 days, 15,000 in sales. So they're already getting a pay increase.
Wow.
25,000 within the first 6 months. 75,000 within a year. We have one on our team, she just promoted to advanced director in a little over a year. Over 75,000 in sales, has already earned 2 trips, earned Coronado last year, and is almost to Hawaii this year. Woo! All because of this. And she quit her job. She works paper chef full time. Another one you might hear about virtual parties who is a cooking show lover is my friend Lori. You might have seen some of her coffee talks and things. Met Lori on a cruise 2 years ago and said, why aren't you doing virtual parties? And she's like, I'm not tapping into that. I said, you should. And she told me she had 19,000 to hit excellence that year. And I said, you can do it. Just add in those virtual parties. No, I can't. Yes, you can. Just do it. So we sat for a few hours at the airport while we waited on our planes to fly home. And I taught her virtual parties, just like this. And guys, have you heard her story? Yeah. She did $21,000 in sales that first month doing virtual parties. Woo! She had a couple cooking shows in there, right, Lori? So, it can be done. So if you haven't tried it, try it. It's extra cash into your pocket. Okay, next page. New consultants do not have to know all the ins and outs. When you think back to when you started your first jobs, you didn't know how to do all of them, right? They trained you on the job. They don't have to know how to do a virtual show. They don't have to know how to do a cooking show. They don't have to know all the ins and outs. You're going to train them as you go. Jump them in right away. Get them started. You're going to train them on host coaching. They're going to watch the videos. They're going to do all that stuff. Online KC University, new consultant training outline. Use them. Very good. Virtuals doesn't have to be a must-do, but it's the gravy. It's the extra pocket change, guys. It could be the difference of you earning an extra couple $100 in your pocket and for your new consultants to get started with a bang. Simple look at that, Wahoo for orders, post on their Facebook walls. My team loves that. They love when I post on their Facebook walls. Congratulations, you did this, or you did that, or you earned this, or you did that. Nancy Jo does that a lot. That's good. Statistics. Again, most of my new consultants do 2 to 3 shows in the very first week that they sign up, instead of waiting 2 or 3 weeks to do cooking shows. They still add those in. I'm just saying they start with this. Many end up with 2,500 to 4,000 consistently in months from the beginning. They stay longer. Again, I said we've developed 6 directors in 23 months. This says 17 months, and that's really since the first director hit. We've developed all 6 of them in 17 months. So even more fun, right? So in 23 months, like I said, we added over 130 new consultants, reached 900 in personal organizational sales. We are executive bound, and it's because this is how we're starting our new consultants, with a bang. So last slide.
Okay.
So developing new consultants, it's kind of like coffee. We all like coffee. Well, not everybody, but most of us like coffee, right? So just like brewing coffee, You're going to grind them through the training. You're going to brew them through their new shows. And you're going to deliver the sweet taste of accomplishment when they qualify that fast.
Love it.
Okay.